Banayuganda abawangalira mu ggwanga lya Bungereza balumbye ekitebe oba ekitongole ekivunaanyizibwa ku kuwola ensimbi amawanga ga Africa era nga wano abaagala eggwanga lya Bungereza likomye okuwola Mwai Museveni ensimbi bagamba nti stop funding the dictator, stop funding our killing, stop funding our torture, stop funding our imprisonment, stop funding our land grabbing in Uganda. Abanayuganda bano bagamba nti kisusse we kyalina okukoma nti eggwanga lya Bungereza lyalisibye Mwami Museveni mu ntebe e Uganda. N'olwekyo ensimbi ze bamuwa buli mwaka Mwami Museveni azikozesa okwenyereza mu ntebe, zakozesa okutulugunya bannansi, zakozesa okuwamba bannansi mu drone, zakozesa okutta n'okusaanyawo bannansi, zakozesa okubba ettaka, ze bakozesa okulya enguzi, ze bakozesa okukola ebikolobero bingi ku bannayuganda. N'olwekyo nga bannayuganda bano baagala okuwa munnayuganda kuba ye nannyini nsi eddembe lye ery'obwebange era okuwangalira mu ggwanga Uganda nga talina buzibu bwonna n'okufuna obukulembeze obulungi obugondera amateeka obuli wansi w'amateeka era nga bannayuganda basituka ku makya ne balonda omukulembeze gwe beetaaga mu mirembe akalulu ne katabbibwa nga Uganda waliyo demokurasi ow'ekimmemmete. Eggwanga lya Bungereza lirina okukomya okuwa Mwami Yoweri Kaguta Museveni ensimbi kuba ensimbi zo bazikozesa ate Mwami Museveni yazikozesa bubi kwenywereza mu ntebe n'okukola ebikolobero ebirala. Bano bannayuganda bakedde ne balumba ekitebe kino nga bagamba nti bo benyiddwa okulaba nga Uganda ebonaabona nga bannayuganda babonaabona naye nga babonaabona ate bo ku nsimbi abannayuganda babeera e Bungereza ze baweza omusolo omusolo gwabwe okuweerezebwa ate mu ggwanga lya Uganda ate Uganda wali Yoweri Kaguta Museveni atawa kitiibwa ddembe lya buntu. Yoweri Kaguta Museveni atuusiza ebikolobero ebingi ku bannayuganda. N'olwekyo eggwanga lya Bungereza lirina okukomya bunnambiro amangu nnyo neddala okuwola Mwami Museveni ensimbi. N'ebipando birenga biriko UK stop funding Museveni no to ECOP. Omukutu gw'amafuta tegulina kusimibwa, temubawa nsimbi, babaleke kubanga tebagenda nabo kusobola kuwa bannannyini mafuta mugabo gwabwe oba bannayuganda tebajja gafunamu wabula bamu be bagenda okugaganyulwamu. Kale katufune abannayuganda bano ebigambo byabwe mujjuvu n'okwekalakasa kwabwe nga baagala eggwanga lya Bungereza likomye okuwa Mwai Museveni ensimbi.
You are running a corruptive regime. That's not democracy in Uganda. The president that are this people, they are lying to you. And you have people. Yes. The advice I can give you. Yes. Uganda is not safe to invest. Exactly. If you are investing in Uganda. Yes. Under this brutal dictator. Stop. I'm calling on non-competence. Yes. We know what we're talking about. We're born in Uganda. Uganda is our motherland. Uganda. Yes. Stop. Yes. The brutal dictator Museveni. Yes. To stop financing. Yes. The brutal dictator Museveni. Stop. To stop shipping arms to Uganda. Stop. Supporting dictator. Uganda cannot. Stop. Shame on you. Shame on you, Museveni. Shame on you. Shame on you, the so-called dictator. Shame on you. Collaborating with the dictator. Shame on you. Yes. We need our country back. Yes. We need our dignity. Yes. We are tired in Uganda living like slaves in our own country. Yes, because of this brutal dictator Museveni. Yes. A foreigner from somewhere. Yes. Came and imposed on ourselves on the people of Uganda. No wonder why our neighboring countries are better than Uganda. Because the brutal dictator is run out of options. Now the option he has is to bribe people, to give you money and come up the struggle. We want to send a clear message that we in the UK will never be on the side of the oppressor. We'll never work for 7 years. We'll stand our ground against this brutal dictator to expose him. That women and men in Uganda are being tortured to death. Exactly. That men and women in Uganda are being beaten up. That children in Uganda don't go to school. Yeah, they know. That women cannot express themselves.
Exactly.
Just for wearing this red hat I'm wearing.
These are corruption.
But we are here free.
Stop like the people. Stop like the people.
The so-called investors
Yes.
who have come to the UK
Yes.
to come in here,
Yes.
who are planning
Stop.
to plunder Uganda's resources.
Yes.
They've
Stop.
been investing in
Uganda is for
Uganda.
Uganda. Uganda is for Uganda.
They've been investing in Uganda for the last 40 years.
Yes.
But we don't have no functioning hospitals.
Yes.
They've been investing in Uganda for the last 40 years. But we don't have no schools. We don't have no roads. But the brutal dictator of Uganda is $12 billion rich.
Yes.
Why you can't take from that chunk of money
There is no democracy in
and
Uganda.
do our hospitals?
No. Malaya.
Go for our country.
Yes.
We are calling on the UK government
Stop.
to stop training the militias.
Yes.
Because we know when the militias goes back to Uganda,
Exactly.
they are raping our women.
Yes.
They are beating us. They are torturing us.
Yes.
They are torturing us in torture chambers.
Stop.
We are calling on the UK
Yes.
to remove the brutal dictator Museveni.
Yes.
Because they brought Museveni on us.
Yes.
The people of Uganda have said no.
No.
But the UK
Yes.
is still
Yes.
forcing Museveni on us.
Yes.
We are calling on the UK to stand with the 45 million Ugandans to remove this brutal cancer. The cancer for Uganda. The cancer for Africa. Museveni, the brutal dictator who has been in power for 42 years. And he has done nothing for Uganda. People power. People power.
Power, power.
Power.
People power
NUP.
everywhere.
Everywhere.
NUP.
NUP.
When we talk about the brutal dictator Museveni, I can talk for 2 days. Because this is a man who has committed crimes against humanity.
Yes.
This is a man who should be in the International Criminal Court. This is a man who should be in the Hague. This should be a man in prison. This is a man, if we forgive him, he must be in the grave. Museveni must go. 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 People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
NUP.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
NUP.
Bagalanyo.
What?
Yes, we know what he's talking about.
Django
From
recording.
Uganda. We
Django
know.
go recording.
Hello.
Yes.
Do you know why we are here? We are here to make sure this Uganda investment, whatever, does not succeed. Uganda has not anything in place to make it favorable for investment. A country that has no roads, a country that has no hospitals, even ministers bring their wives, children for medical tourism in UK. Then how can you invest in a country where there is no medical facilities, where there are no roads, where there is no transportation, poor communication, no housing? This is a country without the basics, even simple factories that make paper boxes. This is a failed state. They can't manufacture surgical gloves. We have to wait for donations to have surgical gloves. How dare you investors talk? This is a talking shop. Enjoy your coffee and mandazi. You are saying nothing. You're not coming to invest. Enjoy the coffee, have a good day. And the organizers will go back to their council flat, exempted from paying council tax, and they go back to get their benefit. Everybody behind me here is a worker, an employee, a porter, a driver, a train driver, a doctor, a nurse. We work hard. We are not like the organizers there who live in a council flat, depend on state pension, and yet suck a lot of money from Uganda and organize an investment. Investment when you're staying in a council flat. Quick preview. An Indian investor came to Uganda only to find out that Indian was staying in Wembley council flat. Yes, I can't believe if we have such investors, then Uganda is doomed to the dogs. We've never, I can't invest in. Uganda has no idea. If this is a challenge, if the regime thought they had the facilities, why do they come for medical tourism? Even a simple cough, they are on the plane to UK. If they were really serious on investment, why do they have their children in the UK? If you are going to have good schools, why do their children come here? Go to Cambridge, go to Bristol, go around London and see how many the regime apologizers whose children are here. How many of them have been operated here? Recently we sent back a crook, the former Prime Minister, Super Minister Mbabazi, leaping on legs. If in the 40 years with the regime, he had worked hard to see we get hospitals, he wouldn't be having medical tourism. Obote was shot in the teeth. He was treated by Ugandans in a local hospital. Idi Amin had an accident when he was driving rally cars. He was treated in Uganda hospital by Uganda hospital. Bless you, Idi Amin, Saint Idi Amin. Now, and you, every single time, we've made it hard for you to have medical tourism. We are going to make it hard to have educational tourism. Because if you can't attend the small things, don't talk about investment. A country that can't even produce a soft pin, and then you talk about investment. A country which has 19% of electrical distribution, yet we have 4 dams. When look at the investors, we're not going to take people from council flats. What kind of investors are these? He leaves his council flat from Wembley and comes dressed in suits to be an investor in Uganda, and then he's given the money to invest by the Uganda government. We are not accepting. Don't sponsor the Putin of Africa, Museveni. We will get rid of him. We don't want you to give us your money. Stop giving him money. Our best intervention, we will take down Museveni. And we are taking down Museveni. Look at the investors going in. They're on door. Those suits mean nothing. Those guys on the door and state benefit. Yet they parade here as investors. How can an investor live on door? How can a minister from Uganda, IGG, come here for medical? As if he doesn't know Uganda has doctors and hospitals. Uganda doesn't need investors until Museveni is gone. I repeat this. Uganda, we don't need investors. When Museveni came, we had industries producing the garden to finished product. Uganda grain millers, Dunlop, textile mills. At the moment, we are not producing anything because of the junta. 40 years in power, there is no more miracle he can do. And then he talks silly. How can you put an investor for meeting in UK as if this meeting should have been held in Uganda if you're serious? Enjoy your coffee. We are going to make it hard. The investors you see here will be refugees in a year. I promise you on my note, the investors here will be the refugees. Watch that space from Gabon. The very ministers, the minister for oil, who was the super minister, was 6 billion. He's gone into prison. The same will go with the investors. Investors stand warned. And you praise singers who think you're on the right side, time you will run before we chase you. Kunga Uganda, Kunga. Loop everywhere. Everywhere. People power.
Power. People power.
Nze nasitanga dakati omanya abasinga babatwala convent nze nayitayo mu convent nga nagwe nchimi nengenda ndaba principal nange ogezigezi nzita nemugaa nti oyimanyi nti onano education tourism nemunyumiza ebintu ebimu nensulamu n'ebidiire bitali bituufu.
Tuli Bungereza ne bannayuganda bannaffe baganda baffe bali mu kwekalakasa. Waliwo convention oba olukuŋŋaana olugambye okuba lw'abayimbu ba investor bagala okuinvestinga ba investor ba Uganda mbu bazze okusisinkana abayukabanene mu UK okubaako bebogerako okukulaakulanya eggwanga lya Uganda. Bannayuganda bagamba ebyo bya bulimba bya kifere bya bubbi. Stop funding dictators, stop funding Museveni, stop UK, stop. Kale bakyekalakaasa bannayuganda.
Don't you get it? Don't you understand? What you know?
Girls, do the posters easily for me. You're on JB now.
Corruption. There must be a will to implement good governance. So we are not here for fun. We are telling you, you are massaging a dictatorial regime. We are telling you, you are calling.
Enchikozanga matalisi. Oluchiraba kino n'ennamba. When people see this, the numbers go up there. This you and Miro should be together. Very innovative. The photographs look. I don't want to scare you. I worked in Karamoja for 3 years. That was Uganda. One Uganda, one people. Capture 2 years. And that was the end of Uganda. Custom
that was done to you. You have your money in the UK. Why would you bring it to Uganda? There is a way we cannot get money to be invested in Uganda. But for now, we want to clean up Uganda. We need the more overhaul, clean up Uganda. Today,
Kazi kati ekiyirese kiki
investor
Shame on you, the so-called white investor. Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! People power! People power! Sibauli, I don't hear you. People power!
Our power!
Our power!
People power!
NUP!
Everywhere!
Everywhere!
WP!
These are the frontline soldiers against the brutal dictator Museveni in the UK. We are standing here on the front line to fight the brutal dictator Museveni and his thugs, the ministers from Uganda,
Yes!
who have come here for the so-called investment meeting or conference, whatever you call it. They've been sitting every year. They've been talking nonsense about funding in Uganda. They've been talking nonsense about investing in Uganda. But my question is, if you have been investing in Uganda for the last 40 years, what have you produced in Uganda? Because right now, even in Uganda, we cannot afford paracetamol. In Uganda,
Yes!
we cannot even produce a single paracetamol.
Yes!
And you are talking about investors.
Yes!
You're talking about a brutal dictator, Museveni,
Yes!
who have invested 9,000 military patrol cars.
Yes!
But in Uganda, we don't have even a single ambulance.
Yes!
You're talking about a brutal dictator,
Fire
Museveni,
engine!
who have invested in building prisons, but we don't have no schools.
Yes!
You're talking about 40 years wasted under this brutal dictator Museveni.
Yes!
We don't have no referral hospital,
Yes!
but we have got death torture chambers
Yes!
where women and men are being tortured to death.
Yes!
You're talking about a brutal dictator Museveni. Instead of investing in nurses, he's
Yes!
investing in buying tear gas. You're
Yes!
talking about Museveni. Instead of investing in doctors, he's investing in military thugs.
Yes!
We are talking about military thugs who have joined in the UK. And when they go back to Uganda,
Yes!
they rape and torture us. By coming
Yes!
to this so-called business conference,
Yes!
you are conniving in the raping of Ugandans.
Yes!
You are conniving in the torturing of Ugandans.
Yes!
You are little money.
Yes!
You live on a country estate in London or
Yes!
in the UK. How can you afford
To invest!
to invest in Uganda?
Yes!
You will know very well that you are just here to get your rights to go to Uganda
Tell them!
and rob our mineral resources.
Yes!
Because you cannot be living on the country estate in
Yes!
the UK and you go to invest in Uganda.
No way!
What kind of investment are you going to invest unless you you are going to invest in weed.
Yes.
Unless you are going to invest in the plantation of growing drugs in Uganda.
Yes.
We are talking about serious investors.
Yes.
Uganda can invest, can produce Uganda to the highest level.
Yes.
But it cannot happen under this brutal dictator.
Yes.
The problem for Uganda is leadership.
Yes.
The problem for Uganda is
Governorship.
about
Yes.
investment. It's Museveni who is the problem for Uganda.
Yes.
Investment in Uganda has to be invested in human rights.
Yes.
Any investment in Uganda has to be invested in human rights.
Yes.
Has to be invested in democracy.
Yes.
As we speak now, Ugandans are being tortured.
Yes.
As we speak now, women are being raped in Uganda. As we stand here, 200 women are dying every day because the maternity ward in Uganda doesn't exist anymore.
Yes.
Shame on Museveni. Shame on the business conference.
Shame on you.
Shame on the stars who came from Uganda on this talk show.
Yes.
We know you came here to have sausages and croissants.
Yes.
Because you cannot have it in Uganda.
Yes.
In Uganda you can have mandas and chapati.
Yes.
Now you come here, you are having English breakfast, you are having French breakfast on the taxpayers' money.
Yes.
We know Mutenza, you committed crimes in Uganda.
Yes.
And you are hiding in the UK.
Yes.
Mutenza, you used to serve in the National Resistance Army.
Yes.
We know you committed crimes.
Yes.
But we are waiting on you. Under the new Uganda.
Yes.
Mutenza, you will be taken to Chitalia.
Yes.
Mutenza, you go to Luzira.
Yes.
Shame on you, Mutenza.
Shame.
Shame on the so-called conference from Uganda.
Yes.
That conference is supposed to be in Uganda, not here.
Yes.
How can you lie to people that you are looking for investors in the UK? The so-called investors are supposed to go to Uganda.
Yes.
And see what you have in Uganda.
You
And
showcase.
see what they are going to invest in.
Yes.
And see the abuse of human rights in Uganda.
Yes.
I'm giving you a clear advice.
Yes.
Don't invest in Uganda and this present regime.
Yes.
Because Museveni is going.
Yes.
The brutal dictator is going.
Yes.
The brutal dictator was for yesterday. The future is under Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. The president-elect. People power.
Our power.
People power.
Our power.
NUP.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Shame on you. Shame on you.
Hello.
Hello.
I thought this was a Uganda investment meeting. It looks like a tea club.
Yes.
Now, I want to remind the people there, the Muslim community in Uganda matters. It's the same people who have killed the Muslims. I would like to remind them, people in the northern area, northern Uganda, matter a lot. He's butchered over 500 million. Another thing, in Uganda, we want schools, not prisons.
No.
How many have got to go to prisons? Are we investing in prisons?
No.
Is this the investment you have?
No.
This is a country where they used to be trains crisscrossing Uganda from the northern to the eastern to the western. Today, as I talk, people who have been born in Uganda have never seen a train.
Yes.
Because the junta has taken away or even the railway lines.
All.
But that said, the Chinese have invested 10 billion into the railway network.
Yeah.
We have 4 dams, and of which Uganda coverage of electricity is only 19%.
Ridiculous.
Remember, when we had Idi Amin, you call a bad man, Uganda coverage for electricity was 95%,
Yes.
with only 1 dam.
Yes.
Who is evil? Amin or Museveni?
Museveni.
Museveni is evil.
Evil.
Now, going to public transport, Obote, Amin left a
very good infrastructure. Buses would crisscross all Uganda. UTC, people's transport. And these were meant to ferry people who are low class like me or middle class. To date, there is no public transport in Uganda. People walk miles and miles, and then you sit here to invest. What kind of investment? A country that has no roads, how will you ferry? How will you ferry the goods from the port to where if there is no roads? What kind of country is this? I was so privileged to have lived in Sebe region, Kapchorwa. We grew wheat enough to feed the East African industry. To date, it's a laughter. If you go to grain millers, they'll tell you, once upon a time, wheat from Kapchorwa went straight to the grain millers. Is this the Uganda we want?
No!
We can't even grow wheat grain.
Museveni.
Now, just to put it right, when the Madam 7 came 40 years ago, Uganda had over 60 cooperatives. These cooperatives made a poor man like me go to good schools because the cooperatives worked like Barcelona Football Club. Even me, the poorest, nearly I would go to school. But today, there is non-existent, no cooperatives. It's still them. Is this what you want?
No!
When he came to power, we saw the last of the parastatals. Mention it. Transocean Uganda, Uganda Transport Company,
UTC.
People's Transport Company,
Yes.
a fleet of parastatals which were effective. To date, he walks with brown envelope saying they are circles. Stupid circles. What does he mean?
Corruption.
We don't understand that.
It's corruption.
I come from a very disadvantaged background, whereby my grandfather would sell coffee in a cooperative, and the cooperative bridged the gap between the poor and the rich. How can you say we have investors in Uganda when a nation man was caught in Uganda as an investor, only to come back to his council flat in Wembley, and that's where we trust him. This is a man who was on dole, investor on dole.
That's crazy.
You invest, you go to Uganda, and the Ugandan government gives you money.
It's only in Uganda it happens.
Museveni must go.
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 Kunga Uganda.
Kunga.
Kunga Uganda.
Kunga.
Kunga Uganda.
Kunga.
One last thing I'm telling you. All the 26 hospitals in 26 districts were built and finished by Obote.
Yes.
And they were effective. And all along the main corridors, Ujiri Hospital mentioned it, they had accident and emergency units. To date, what used to be an accident and emergency unit is a storekeeper for the nurses to store their harvest from the garden.
Yes.
Is this what we want?
No!
They bring the tutor and his cronies and his Tutsi tribe. They bring everybody sick for medical tourism in UK. Will that person ever build Uganda hospital? We had a scene where our men had to be treated in Uganda by Uganda doctors. All Amini's children were born in Uganda. All Obote's children were born in Uganda. Look at the investors.
Oh, fake on you.
Obote had 2 instances.
Yes.
One, he was shot in the mouth.
Yes.
He was treated in Uganda.
Yes.
Another one, he was at a Christmas party.
Yes.
something stuck in his neck.
He went to
was
Mulago.
treated and hospitalized in Uganda.
Yes.
He was never flown out.
No.
Those are the presidents who can work for the benefit of Uganda.
Yes.
If you call Amin a spoon, even the former satellite station
Yes.
still holds.
It's working.
We owe it to Saint Amin.
Yes.
Thank you, Saint Idi Amin.
Yeah.
Kunga Uganda.
Kunga.
Kunga Uganda.
Kunga.
Look everywhere.
Everywhere.
People power.
Power.
Kopango.
Companion.
We are here now to expose this brutal dictator.
Tukyali wano mu ggwanga lya Bungereza ne Bannayuganda abawangalira eno abali mu kwekalakasa olwabo bagambibwa okuba ba investor mbu bajja be ba investinga mu Uganda so nga ba investinga bya kiyayi be ba investinga temuli makulu be ba investinga bya kibbi bubbi ate ensimbi ze baleeta mu 7 yennyini ate yazibawa n'ajjayo abantu be abali mu ggwanga lya Bungereza babeereeyo n'abasindike ne bajja Uganda n'abawa omusimbi gw'omusolo wa Munayuganda ne balimba muno ba investor so nga ate ensimbi ezo zaayoweri kaguta mu 7 n'ebivaamu byaweri kaguta mu 7 so tebiyamba Munayuganda mwana inchi kati Bannayuganda bali mu kwekalakasa nga bagamba kino kirina okukoma oba kitya kirina okukoma kubanga mwami Yoweri Kaguta Museveni ensimbi ze yeewola ku ba investor atazikozesa bikolobero eri Bannayuganda ekitayamba Munnayuganda wabula ekiyamba ye mwami Museveni ng'omuntu ne family ye ne Munnayuganda asigala nga ali mu kubonaabona bubonyibonyi ate nga ye muwi w'omusolo asookebwako eyandibadde afuna ennyo mu ggwanga lye Uganda nate Munnayuganda atafuna mu musolo gwe wabula mwami Museveni ate omusolo gw'Abannayuganda yagufunamu ne family relation baagala kino kikume ate ba investor balindeko gavumenti ya Kyagulanyi wene beetuuse bateekemu
every day 200 women died in childbirth because we don't have no functioning hospitals for the last 40 years. The dictator cannot tell us anything new because if I had invested in Uganda, today they will not be talking about investment in Uganda. You cannot expect an investor who lives on a council flat in the UK to go and invest in Uganda. What is he going to invest? In poultry. You cannot convince me that the so-called cowboy businessmen are capable of investing in Uganda. They are after our mineral resources. They are after our mineral resources because they think under the brutal dictator Museveni, in lawless Uganda, you can easily go to Uganda and make money. You remember when the brutal dictator visited the UK last time? He told the so-called business community, if you want to make quick money, come to Uganda. Can you believe a president of a country, if you want to make quick money, come to Uganda? Our people are being harvested of their kidneys. Our people are being robbed of their rights. Our people in Uganda cannot wear a red beret in Uganda. Young boys in Uganda are being castrated for opposing the brutal dictator. Women are being raped. Museveni is using rape to torture women. Museveni is using rape to silence Ugandans. But as long as we can bring, as long as we can stand, we'll fight until this brutal dictator Museveni is out of power.
Yay!
Museveni cannot be the future of Uganda.
No.
Museveni is a man of yesterday but one.
Yes.
An 86-year-old cannot talk about future.
Yes.
Museveni is supposed to be in the care home somewhere seated.
Yes.
He cannot be running a country.
Yes.
And we are calling on Museveni's cronies. We are watching you. However much, Betkamia, you bought a house in Luisham. The house is very expensive. Where do you get that money from?
The wife refused to dance with him.
Those are the so-called ministers of Museveni. They are all embedded in corruption. Their talk is corruption. They sleep
born in corruption and they are going to die in corruption. We cannot allow such leaders. These are cruel people who have impoverished the people of Uganda, who have made Ugandans poorer, who have made Uganda to be a laughing stock. Uganda used to feed East Africa. Now Uganda is a begging basket. They come to beg for $500,000, while the president of Uganda is 12 billion rich.
Yes.
Shame on Museveni.
Shame.
Shame on Museveni.
Shame.
Museveni must go.
Museveni must go.
Museveni must go. Museveni must go.
Museveni must go.
The brutal dictator must go. We are talking about a man who has abused Ugandans for the last 40 years. We are talking the abuse of human rights in Uganda, where a man cannot demonstrate in the streets of Uganda, where a woman cannot walk down the street scared of being raped by the military thugs. We are calling on the UK government to stop training the militias from Uganda, because when they go back to Uganda, they are raping Ugandans, they are raping our women, they are raping our sisters. People power.
Our power. People power.
You cannot talk about democracy while you have been in power for 40 years.
Yes.
In the UK we've changed 11 prime ministers.
Way.
In Uganda we still live under the same dictator.
Yay.
In America they've changed 8 presidents.
Yay.
In Uganda, Museveni is still killing Ugandans.
40 years later.
We are tortured to death. People power.
Our power.
Our president Robert Chagulanyi is coming to sort out the mess. The problem for Uganda is not about investment. The problem for Uganda is leadership.
Yes.
The NUP is going to sort out the mess.
Yes.
We are calling on Ugandans to unite. Move this cancer. Museveni is a cancer for Uganda. And Museveni is a cancer for Africa. And we cannot stand and leave our country be rotten to hell under this brutal dictator. Museveni must go.
Must go.
Museveni must go. Mutenga must go. Mutenga must go. We know Mutenga, when you left Uganda, you used to work in the army. You have got criminal charges in Uganda. Under the new Uganda, Mutenga, you answer charges against Ugandans you killed before running to the UK. People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
We'll be listing your names under our black book.
Yay.
Signs. We all share. People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
Power.
Where is Museveni? We want Museveni here. We need Museveni to be taken to the International Criminal Court.
Yes.
To answer charges against humanity. Museveni is a criminal.
Yes.
Museveni must go.
Museveni must go.
Museveni has killed the people of Luweero. Museveni has killed the people of the northern Uganda.
Yes.
Museveni has killed people in DRC.
Yes.
Museveni is ADF in Congo.
Yes.
Museveni is M23 in Congo.
Yes.
Museveni is looting DRC Congo as we speak.
Yes.
We cannot allow the brutal dictator to impose on ourselves.
Yes.
40 years is more than enough.
Yes.
40 years of brutality in Uganda is enough.
Yes.
We are calling on Ugandans to stand and remove this cancer. Museveni must go.
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 You talking about investment in Uganda. You are investing in our torture. You are investing in our rape. You are investing in our poverty in Uganda. You cannot be talking about business right now. You should be talking about leadership change in Uganda. People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
Is there anything which I need to tell you guys? That Museveni is a murderer. We are standing here because we fighting for our country, Uganda. We want dignity and respect. We cannot get it under this brutal dictator.
Yes.
A dictator who stands on begging.
Yes.
A begging basket.
Yes.
While he has got $12 million in his bank.
Yes.
Museveni must go.
Museveni must go.
Museveni must go. Museveni must go. Museveni must go. We need change in Uganda. The change is overdue.
Yes.
We cannot be living under the same flag, Museveni.
Yes.
You cannot talk about investment in Uganda.
Yes.
While women are being raped.
Yes.
They speak also. Our megaphone is that of Museveni. You can imagine. Yes. We are here to raise up. We are here to say the truth.
Yes.
Look at the images. This is not science fiction. These are human beings. These are people's children. These are people's wives. These are people's fathers. Museveni has killed us. And it's going on. But his time is numbered. Enough is enough. Museveni, we are here. We are going to lecture until Museveni you go. The only place we wish you is to put you in Luzira. That's the only place we come for.
6 feet under.
Because for you, you kill. But for us, we are not going to kill you. The only safe place for you, Museveni, is Luzira.
Yes.
People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
NUP.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
NUP.
Thank you. Hello.
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 People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
NUP.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
NUP.
One Uganda.
One people.
We are here
Yeah. Hurrah.
to talk to you direct the hypocrites. We want to teach you the definition of democracy. We want to teach you the definition of human rights.
Yes.
Human rights, the rule of law. The hypocrites who are dealing with the dictator Museveni, we have questions for you. How come in the UK you had about more than 8 prime ministers in a short period of time?
Good.
However, your partner in crime, the dictator Museveni, can be a president, elect president, and now being his son, General was a terrorist. How come you are still dealing and funding our operations?
Attending
back
the
home in Uganda,
investment.
causing us
These are the
to run
Asians
away
attending
from
the
our beautiful land,
investment.
because cease to suffer our children on the way when they're running away.
Tobera mubi. Tobera mubi. Bera good.
Transit to run away from terror. We ask the UK government and their partners, what is the definition of democracy? What is the definition of human rights? We want the UK government to tell us, and we want the
I'm trying to tell her to be a bit more tame.
the hypocrites of the West. The West are the problem of Africans. We are here because our homes are not bad, but the leadership. How can we change? Many U.S. presidents, however, in Uganda we have only one life president. 48 years! 38 years! And yet he came in power after he killed so many Africans. Museveni has killed Africans in Somalia. Museveni is got mercenaries. He's working for the U.S. as a proxy to do their dirty work in Congo, to do their dirty work in Uganda, to steal the minerals. We know about that. We are here to speak the truth, the power, and we are saying that we are saying no to the neo-colonialism. We are saying Uganda is an independent country and that deserves democracy. It deserves the rule of law. It deserves peace, unity, and prosperity, just like in the UK. We are here to remind the UK population that your governments
are working hand in hand with a dictator who has brutalized Africans for many years. We are here to alert the UK population and the people of good conscience to alert you and put an eye, challenge your members of parliament. £1 billion sent to the dictator every year, your taxpayers' money, to fund our operation. We are here to remind all the so-called hypocrites from Uganda, the officials, that you can do what you are doing, but we are moving a dictator and we are going to move him peacefully. We are not going to use violence. We are not going to use guns, but we are going to stand firm and fight for our freedom. We call upon the people who believe in the rule of law,
the investors,
for the freedom of all political prisoners. Olivia Otaya, free Olivia Otaya.
Free Olivia Otaya.
Free Machete.
Free all political prisoners.
Free all
political prisoners.
We want freedom.
We want freedom.
We want democracy.
We want democracy.
The UK government, stop hypocrisy and stop corruption. Stop wasting UK taxpayers' money in the name of partnership. You are partnering with a brutal dictator who has been in power by force for 38 years and still counting. We call it to shame the people who are dealing with the dictator. That's it. We call upon, we name and shame Alabama, Chief Executive, founder of Nexus Green.
Shame on him.
We call and shame S. Hudson,
Shame on him.
Chief Executive Officer, Redworks Development and Partners LLP.
Shame on him.
We call and shame Lars Jason,
Shame on him.
Uganda Area Manager, Colors UK Infrastructure,
Shame on him.
Contractor and Airport.
Shame on him.
We call and shame N. Oliver, Head of Business Development,
Shame on him.
NMS International Group.
Shame on you.
We call and shame A. Blanchard,
Shame on you.
Manager, Director Afghan Branch Development Company, L.
Shame on him.
Shame on you, N. Oliver.
Shame on
You bring to shame the berry that you are posting with. You
Shame on
bring
him.
to shame the poppy, the red poppy. That means freedom. That means fighting for freedom.
Right.
Shame on you,
Shame on
N.
you.
Oliver. To deal with a dictator and you claim to be a war veteran, a war hero. Shame on you to bring to shame the berry that you are wearing.
Shame on you.
Shame on all those people dealing with the dictator.
Shame on him.
We are here to warn you that in a new Uganda, after the neocolonialism is ended in Africa, we shall deal with you by law, international criminal law. We shall deal with you for standing and sponsoring terrorism in Africa, sponsoring our operation in Africa. We shall not forgive you. The law will deal with you, and we have you in our black book. Don't forget that we are fighting for freedom, and we shall keep on fighting. And whether we shall die, we shall die fighting. People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
NUP.
Everywhere.
We are moving a dictator wanted by ICC. Dictator Museveni and his son Mugeno Muhoozi are wanted by ICC. The people of Uganda and East Africa, whom he has terrorized for 38 years. The people in DRC Congo, he has been sent there as a mercenary for the US and their partners to terrorize the Congolese, to displace them from their land for minerals. Why is the UK and the allies and the US showing double standards? Where is human rights? Where is human rights? UK value business over human rights. Shame. Shame on you. People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
NUP.
Everywhere.
Free all the political prisoners.
Free all political prisoners.
What do we want? Freedom. What do we want?
Freedom.
What do we want?
Now.
Now.
Now. Now.
Freedom. Now.
Arrest Museveni. Arrest Museveni now. ICC. Arrest Museveni and his son Genobu Wars. Arrest Museveni. Museveni must go.
Museveni must go.
Museveni must go.
Museveni must
The dictator
go.
must go.
The dictator must go.
Museveni must go.
Dictator Museveni must go.
People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
One Uganda.
One people.
One people.
One Uganda.
NUP.
Everywhere.
Ra.
Ra.
Allah. This has been a very good investment for Uganda. Uganda Investment Club. What a fake. Now, I can't believe a country with no proper functioning hospital can sit down to have investors. They have the most expensive road in Tebe to Kampala. They're still looking for investors. They have fake investors. This is a country which has no even proper sewage system, no national grid, no national grid. The water sewage system is completely failure, and then they think investment can come. The conditions that make investment are not in Uganda. I repeat, the conditions that attract investors are not in Uganda. You can't have a jungle, unplanned municipality, and then you think you bring investors. What you are seeing as investors here are a yellow book. Investors, they come with on the notebooks, and some of them parade in suits, like the yellow cowboy investors. There isn't anything to invest in Uganda. That's a sham. The people sitting there in a coffee club are a sham. They are not investors. The basics of the fundamentals of investing in a country, you should have a working infrastructure, which is not in Uganda. I'll give you a simple example. There isn't a functioning proper hospital. Which investor will come to Uganda and get sick and have to fly back to UK to be treated? Which investor will travel on those potholes thinking he came to invest? Unless your investment goes into the infrastructure. The conditions in Uganda are not conducive for investment. This is a kangaroo country with a very bad junta leading us. This man is equivalent to Putin, except Putin is in Russia and the Putin of Africa is in Uganda. He is worse. He's killed, he's maimed, he's raped, he's done every evil. I don't know why ICC is downgrading his cause. This is a man who has killed a lot of people. Listen to us. In Uganda, there is nothing to invest. Don't be deceived by these masquerading ministers of his. It's the only country where you can have 85 ministers. I've never seen this. All that is patronage. If you're a friend, you come from the same clan and from the same 7 kind of clique, you become a minister. Then he has over 140 presidential advisors who he ends up advising. Then the same man spends £1 million on himself. How dare when the people out there are suffering? His brother owns the northern region. His brother, I repeat,
owns the northern region, from tobacco to anything. This is a place where cotton used to produce a lot of money for the peasant farmers like my dad. But now there is barely any cotton coming from there. People only hear once there was a spinning mill. They don't know what is used to spin. It was spinning cotton and turning it into cloth. This is a country where we used to produce from cotton to thread to cloth. These days there is no cotton. These days there is no spinning mill. There is no UG. There is no Uganda blankets. There is no anything. And then you start saying investors. We've seen people come and go every year. There is UK investment, but these are yellow page cowboys who come in suits and make deals to go to Uganda to be given the money to invest. UK taxpayers, you are paying highly for the money laundering through Lord Poppet and the team, Fred Bishop Sentamu and the rest. Please don't listen. We don't promote trade with Uganda. There is nothing to trade when the junta, Putin his brother, is still in Uganda. We have to get rid of the Putin of Uganda before any investment takes place. This is a man who has abused human rights to a core, and we are not going to stand this. In the northern Uganda, he killed over 500,000 on his watch. In Mbale, he has imprisoned people. In central Uganda, he's killed men and he's built new prisons. Mark my words, not new hospitals. Please don't pretend you are on an investment in Uganda. That's a coffee club and a talking shop. People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
Kunga Uganda.
Kunga.
Kunga Uganda.
Kunga.
People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
One Uganda.
One people.
One people.
One Uganda. Wa.
Cha.
Cha.
Who is the terrorist in Uganda?
Museveni.
Who is bombing and trying to bomb Uganda?
Museveni.
Who claims that he's a fighter against terrorism?
Museveni.
Now the world must know that the dictator now has resorted from COVID to terror bombs. So we are aware, you UK officials who have come here, we know the diversions that you've been creating over and over and over again. You shall not lie to the world. We know that you are planning and plotting to kill Ugandans, claiming that we have terrorists. Museveni is a terrorist. Museveni is ADF in Congo.
Yes.
Museveni is a mercenary in Somalia.
Yes.
Museveni is a terror ADF in Uganda.
Yes.
Who is killing Ugandans using bombs?
Yes.
Museveni. Who must be arrested by ICC? Museveni and his son.
Yes.
People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
Thanks for coming here. Yes. Yeah. Thanks for coming.
Okwekalakasa bwekutyo bwekuli bannayuganda abawangalira mu ggwanga lya Bungereza UK bavuddeyo nga beekalakaasa olw'eggwanga lya UK okuba nti liwola mu Mwami Museveni ensimbi. Bagamba kino kibi nnyo kuba ensimbi ezo Mwami Museveni azikozesa atakola bikolobero ku bannayuganda, era ensinga bazirya buli mu buli bwanguzi, tebazikozesa mirimu geziteekeddwa kukola kulaakulanya ggwanga Uganda. Abaddewo n'ensinkano y'abo abeeyita ba investor mu bagala kuleeta nsimbi mu ggwanga lya Uganda. Bannayuganda bano babalangidde nti muli mu kunywa bunyika caayi, mumala kadde, mumala budde bwammwe, just mulya buli bisumbuusa byammwe mukuddeyo nga muzimbye embuto naye tewali kye mugenda kutereeza mu ggwanga Uganda. Nti ekisooka n'investing ota mu ggwanga litali mu bya bulamu. Amalwaliro ga Uganda tegakola, abasawo tebasasulwa nsimbi, n'abakulembera eggwanga bennyini bwe balwala bajja ate Bungereza gye baba bajjanjabibwa, kitegeeza tebeesiga bujjanjabi buli mu ggwanga lyabwe Uganda. Nti onookola otya okutambuza ebyamaguzi byo mu Uganda ng'enguudo zonna zijjudde ebinnya nga n'entuuno esinga tebiriimu nguudo. yo no kikola otya nga tewali masannyalaze. Idi Amin yaleka eggwanga lyonna 9 ku musobyo nga lirina amasannyalaze, ate kati okumwama M7 just ebitundu 19 mu ggwanga lyonna bye birina amasannyalaze. Kati munakikola muteryo, ate kati nga tulina ddamu nnyingi ezaggulwawo ezikuba amasannyalaze, kyokka ate Uganda bitundu bingi tebirina amasannyalaze. Nti kati yaba mukulembeze ki amaze emyaka 38 n'omusobyo naye nga tafa kukulaakulanya ggwanga mwako lyakulembera eri musasula eri mubeezaawo naye nga yafa kugaggawaza famire ate ku nsimbi z'omunnayuganda omuwa omusolo. N'agamba oyo taba tayagaliza ggwanga, oyo taba mukulembeze mutuufu, abannakyemalira yennyini. N'olwekyo mwami Museveni asaanidde okuba nga ava ku ntebe, era nammwe abamuwa ensimbi ne mulekeraawo, era nammwe abalowooza ogenda okuinvestinga mu Uganda ng'akyali president mwandibadde mu byesonyiwa ne mulinda ku Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, Robert Bobi Wine n'amala okulayira ne mulyoka mutwala investment zammwe mu Uganda. Kale byebyo twebaza nnyo bannayuganda abeetabye mu mukolo guno ogw'okwekalakasa okulaba nga Uganda efuuka ensi ennungi eyeegombesa. Uganda naffe efukeko nga Bungereza, Uganda efukeko nga America, ng'abantu beegomba okujja wano okubeerawo akadde era n'okubudamawo kubanga nsi nnungi. So si oli okuva mu nsi gy'avudde just ng'adduseyo lwa lutalo, ate olutalo luteekeddwayo ate abantu abamu abeegamba mbuno balwanirira bannaabwe naye ate nga bazitaddeyo bati bafunireko musimbi okuva mbazungu. Byebyo nno mbebaza nnyo mwenna abaliko mwebale kubaako mwebale tugoberera n'okubangawo. Mukama Katonda asaba bankuumire, tujja kuba tuddamu tuwayo ebigambo. Mweraba.